Yeah, just the details. Look, you're at home, you know, some of the pre-snap penalties, too many hands to the face defensively, too many penalties in the back end, you know, which are second chances. I mean, there's a handful of times, even the sack we had, 3rd and long, you know, we've got the late personal foul on Cam. I mean, there's just, we're gonna need to be smarter in bigger games.
There's a big play in the scene, and then Michael Thomas in the two-point conversion. That back and forth, that's something that's usually just not called between the receiver and the defender.
Look, it's just a matter of how you interpret it. I mean, I got the replay. I felt pretty good on both of those. So I'm quite sure if we sat and looked at that, you know, in our meetings, most would agree. But it is what it is. You know, we've got to be better. Fortunately, we were able to get a win, and we get ready on a short week now.
Coach, how are you gonna reverse what happened 2 weeks ago?
Well, we're going to get working on it tomorrow.
Sean, I feel like that you guys haven't had to run the 2 minute a lot this year. Is it something where you just comfortable?
Well, we I think early in the season, I think at the end of the half or the end of the game, I mean, they're going to end that way usually. And the question is, do they end defensively or offensively for the most part? So that's something that, look, Drew's been doing this a long time, and he's awfully good at it.
Sean, second game winner for Will. You know, what does he get? His consistency.
Yeah, he's been real impressive in clutch situations, and you know that's what you're looking for. You know, so much is not only just the leg talent, but it's the talent between your ears, and that's something that I think it's the strength of his.
You guys play that a little differently with him than maybe you did before he got here. Like at the end.
Listen, I think we played that. I mean, you want to finish the game there. You're 20-some yard field goal, so yeah. I mean, we gotta once we had Alvin's run, you know, all of a sudden you got into your percentages dramatically jumped. Yeah, look, we filled in, and they had a few players get nicked up too, though. You know, so it's part of the game. It's a physical game. I know both teams played hard. It wasn't always the cleanest game. There's a lot of respect between the two clubs, and we've been in some tough battles with those guys.
And screen to Alvin, Sean, that kind of puts you guys in a very high.
Say it again.
The screen to Alvin sort of puts you guys in a high percentage field goal situation like you talked about. What was going through your mind in that call leading up to that point right after, I guess?
Well, we're now going to hand it off. We're going to take it down to 3 or 4 seconds. We don't have a timeout, so we're in a clock it mode. There's enough time in the clock where we can run a play and do that. So that's what's being communicated to Drew.
We had a 2-score lead twice and never could
Yeah.
get away from it. Does that concern you at all? Or?
Look, everything concerns me. I mean, the fouls concern me. The change of possession snaps, the 4th down in a yard. You know, there's a lot of those things. Absolutely, we're concerned. You know, we got to get it corrected and cleaned up, and that's why we're coaching.
So one of the emphasis to get Alvin
Pardon?
going in that second half. Because I think you only had like 1 yard per scrimmage in the first half. Was that more of the, I guess, calling?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't commit it. I mean, look, there's going to be certain things that we want to try to do. He made a number of big plays for us. So whether they come in the running game or the passing game, Tavius the same way, the big touchdown early. Some of it's a byproduct of what we're doing, and some of it, there's intentions behind it.
Big game for Jared today.
For who?
Jared.
Yeah.
How essential were his huge catches there?
He got some good matchups. Man, the throw Drew makes on one of his touchdowns, was a big play. He played exceptionally well. He's moving around well. He's been doing that in practice, and I'm proud of him. He made a heck of a catch above his head. He just seemed like if you threw it his way, he was coming down with it. And against a team that plays a lot of the zone, trap zone, your tight end is going to have some of those opportunities.
Is this the vision that you have for him, for y'all marketing?
Yeah, absolutely. Someone that, yeah.
So how pleased with Murray's development have you been since you saw him today?
Well, look, we've seen it more than just today. We saw it even when Alvin was hurt. He's been I knew this. I knew coming in he was a real good teammate, and I knew that the film that we had seen was really, really productive. But you don't realize how big he is until you see him in person, and he's been a real good addition to this team, you know, filling in for a real good player that left.
How was your impression of McCaffrey?
He's a real good football player, you know, and the more space or more air you give him, the more challenging it is. So you got to find a way to, you know, take some of the air out of those tackles, take some of the air out of the coverage. You know, there are a few plays where we could have defended it better, and I'm sure we will the next time.
Sean, knowing how this PI calls have been called, were you so surprised when they overturned it later? Do you try not to even anticipate this
Nothing, I
anymore?
mean, you can't control it. I mean, you just got to evaluate your own gut. You know, even the muff punt was tough with the angles. You know, we finally got one angle where you could see it kind of hit the foot or the back of the calf. But I was concerned that, you know, that there wasn't a clear visual angle until I saw that one. You got to trust your gut. That was our second challenge, so we were out of challenges, but that was significant because obviously it's a turnover, we score a touchdown. I mean, you know, if you say a challenge is worth a touchdown, which I think it would be. But the earlier one, I just disagree with. I mean, I thought it was a real good route by Jared.
I think the one that Panthers.
I don't want to go through each one of these calls. I mean, I don't want to do that. So, any other questions?
Coach Payton,
Yeah.
do you have any updates on the status of Teron Armstead going forward?
I've got no updates injury-wise. We'll keep you posted.
Sean, on that 4th-1 call, it looked like you brought in Malcolm Brown, you know.
We had a goal line play. I called a timeout. I was hoping to get a goal line front and coverage. We didn't get it, and then I made a poor call on the actual run, and you know, we didn't have a chance really. Those guys made a good play defensively, and it was a terrible call.
Sean,
Not
can you
to
describe what
point out
happened?
just one individual play, but do you feel like Riveron has been handcuffed at all behind?
Again, I'm not, listen, any game questions, or we're just looking for hits? Any game questions, please?
Can you describe the play call on that 3rd and 6 and the last driver Mike made the big catch on the?
It's Drew, you know, it's a slant call, he gives him a little sluggo adjustment, Mike does a great job. Their corner, Bradbury, jumps it, and it's a good throw and catch on the sideline. The timing of it was outstanding.
Sean, you had a couple of 4th downs there, and you didn't, I know you've always been an aggressive play caller, and you didn't hesitate. Is that something that you do by the feel of the game, or did
Yeah,
you feel?
yeah. I mean, what were there, two?
2, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just, they were inside the yard, you know, first one we had a penalty, right, so we had to punt it.
Right.
And the next one was just a poor call, so, we gotta be better. I gotta be better there. Any more questions? All right, thanks.